Good morning. Pastor Trent here, Pleasant Point Community Church. Starting to thaw out. Finally, it's starting to warm up a little bit. I know it's not super warm, but it's starting to get a little warmer than what we have been. I'm here with another video for our Sunday recap and weekly announcements. So let's go ahead and get started. This week we finished up chapter 1 of the book of James. And James starts off pretty strong. He said, understand this. Understand that you must be quick to listen, slow to speak, and slow to get angry. This is how we as Christians can rightly represent the new creation that we have become in Christ. So we have to be quick to listen. And that means that we have to be quick to listen to God, quick to listen to Him speaking to us, quick to hear His truth. And as we're quick to listen, we have to be slow to speak. We have to shut our mouths and listen to God instead of trying to speak what God, speak for God. Let's say it that way. We have to be quick to listen, slow to speak, and we have to be slow to be angry, slow to get angry. James says that nothing good comes from our anger. In fact, he says human anger does not produce the righteousness that God desires. That's a pretty bold statement. We like to think that our anger is justified for us, that we can justify it for us. It's reasonable for us to be angry at different things. But James is pretty clear here. God is pretty clear. Our anger does not produce the righteousness that God desires. In our own lives, we cannot produce the righteousness that God desires when we are angry. So we have to be careful not to be angry. Slow to speak, quick to listen, and slow to be angry. And then James finishes off this chapter by saying, listen, it's not enough just to listen to God, but you have to be a doer. You have to do what God says, obey what God says. So it's listen and obey that we have to do. And that's how we will begin to rightly represent the new creation in Christ that we are. Listen and obey. So how is God calling you to obey this week? Go ahead and write down in the comments below the video of what you learned in James chapter 1, verses 19 through 27. What was your big takeaway from that passage? I got some slides behind me here to help me out here. So in July 7th through 11th, we've got some youth camps started. That's our younger group, the 3rd grade through the 6th graders. We're going to take them out to Homeward Bible Trail and let them experience camp. And then the week following, July 13th through the 18th, is when the older group will go as well, the 6th graders through the 9th graders. There's also another camp for the high school kids. If there's anyone interested, let me know and we'll make sure to get there. Space is limited with camp. They don't have a whole lot of space at Homeward Trail, but it's definitely worth it to get your kids there. So we're going to try to get our kids signed up early. That way they can all be at the same camp together. I'm excited for that. The other thing I want to mention and ask you to put in your calendars now, June 28th through July 2nd, we're going to do VBS. And this year's VBS is called Emerald Crossing. It's an Irish adventure through Psalm 23. And we're going to look at the Good Shepherd and what the Good Shepherd does for us. And we're going to teach that to our children from preschool up until 4th or 5th grade, somewhere around there. We'll get some more details out about that as time gets closer. But I really want you guys to be aware of that. Please put that in your calendars. We're going to do it at nighttime again. That way, we'll start on a Sunday after church, get ready, have some prayer time, and then get going on Sunday evening, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday evening with the meal afterwards as well. So again, we'll have a lot more details on that as that comes along. So be looking out for registration at parents, but also volunteers. We're going to need a lot of volunteers this year. We always do. And it's such a good cause. I hope you start prayerfully considering now volunteering for that or maybe donating towards that to help us out. I think that's all we got for today. I pray that we continue to stay warm and have a great week. God bless.